How long will my retirement savings last me? It's a very important question, something we really need to address because you need this money to make it through retirement. But the real question is, how long will my retirement be? I'm Eddie Gartner. This is Epic Financial Strategies. So the question of retirement and how long my savings will last me becomes really important when we're trying to plan, right? If we knew how long we were going to live, let's say I saved $1 million and I knew I was going to live 10 years, well, it's easy. I just divide by 10. I got $100,000 a year to live off of. That's great, except I don't know how long I'm going to live. And this is the problem that a lot of retirees face, and it's called longevity. You might think, wow, longevity, why is that a problem? I mean, I want to live as long as I can. But if I only have a finite amount of retirement savings and I don't have new money coming in all the time, well, now I'm having to peel off money from my retirement savings. How long is that actually going to last? The other thing that we have to consider in there is, well, what am I doing with that savings? Is it just sitting in the bank and I've divided it up over a certain number of years? Or is that invested in the market? If it's invested in the market, I have to even be more careful because the 5 years before I retire and the 5 years after I retire, it's known as your retirement red zone. And if you fall into that retirement red zone, what that means is that in that 10-year span, negative impacts to your portfolio could drastically reduce how long your retirement savings lasts. So you might be getting close to retirement at this point, and you really need to be taking a look at how you have your portfolio invested. Are you in maybe a target date fund that says, hey, I'm going to retire in 2025, and so maybe that's a pretty conservative portfolio. But you might have your target date fund set to 2050, and you're ready to retire next year. Now you're in a really aggressive fund. That means that you're going to have a lot of up and downs in that, especially in the time that we're in today. Is that something you can stomach in your portfolio? And is that something you're willing to work through once you retire? So some of the solutions that you could look at is, well, how many years do I need to plan for? One of the problems that happens in retirement planning today is that people plan for an average age, right? Oh, life expectancy is 85 years old, so that's what I'm going to plan for. Well, that's when the average person passes away, which means some people pass away before, but some people live much longer. And if you're on this side that lives much longer, well, if I only plan to 85, how do I have the money to continue going on? In that case, that's where an annuity could play a vital part in having income that you're not outliving. Either way, the planning starts today, right? It doesn't matter what age you're at. We need to start making those decisions because the last thing you want is to run out of money when you retire. You also need to be looking at how you're protecting your assets overall, right? Do you have long-term care insurance in place? Because a lot of retirees, their money can be spent and soaked up by healthcare costs, right? Nursing facilities, people skilled care to come into your house and take care of you, all these sorts of costs that add up where I did my planning, I no longer have a mortgage, but now I got these other costs that are creeping in over here. One of the things that happens is when people retire, the costs that they're spending, they don't go away. Just because I don't have a mortgage anymore means that I'm probably living the same lifestyle. I'm just spending my money differently, right? Maybe I'm traveling more. Maybe I'm seeing my kids. Retirement is kind of like every day is Saturday, right? So if I'm traveling, I'm seeing the grandchildren, I'm out playing golf, well, I'm spending more money, right? And the more I spend, yeah, I might not have that mortgage expense anymore. I've just ate up that money in the stuff that I want to do. So what you really want to focus on is making sure you have enough buckets of money. Make sure that you are protecting yourself from the volatility of the market and that you can sustain a 30+ year retirement, because that's really what we need to be planning for. If you're ready to take the next step and you want somebody from our team to reach out to you and help guide you through this process, click the link below and we'll set up a call with you. And if you like this information, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We'd really appreciate it.